Hi, this is Rachelle with Journal Life's Journey, and I am back to work on the Kate Spade journal. I may call it the designer fashion journal because I feel kind of funny calling it Kate Spade journal. But this is the cover. I'm not completely 100% happy with how this turned out. I'm starting to see more rumples and bumples the longer that it cures, but I'll figure out something to work around all of that, I hope. Anywho, so I fussy cut all of the cardstock pieces from the kit that I made. The kit is in my Etsy shop. I will link to the Etsy shop in the description box below. So there's 12 collage scrapbook paper, or you could call them pattern paper pages. And then there is 12 ephemera pages. One of those 12 is a backing page. So this is the backing paper design. It's very pale, like a cream off-white grungy look. Anywho, so I cut out all the pieces, so that's what all of this is here. So I'm going to set that aside for now because we'll use those to embellish the journal. I even did the circles. Some of this, I cut out some of the scraps. I used my circle punch to cut those out too. So we got extra circles there. So I went ahead and folded the pages. I want to go ahead and put the signatures together. So I'm using 2 of my papers per signature. So let's get the signature started. So we're gonna have 3. I like that for the cover of a signature. This can go inside of one. This will be a good cover. And then, can this be a cover? I think I'm going to make this a cover. Okay. So there's my 3 signatures, the covers for each. Then this can be a page. Let's add that one there. This one here. And this one here. Doesn't mean they're going to be in that order. I just want to put them together in that way. Let's move this. This is some more of the scraps that I'm working with. Okay, this is how I put my signatures together. All right, so then I'd already chosen these papers. How do I want to use them? I'm going to fold them in half like I normally do. So 1 each. I'm going to do 1 each of these. So that's not a lot. Let's see. Start the assembly. That is too much color right next to each other. I think I want her to be on the first signature, even though I think the pink would be nice too. Let's do the pink. Let me go grab a couple other papers to include in this. Okay, so I recently hauled this pastel paper from Walmart. This is what it looks like. And I'm going to get a couple of the pink papers out of here. I've picked this up before, and I think I've used most of it. But I got the paper, which is, how many pounds? 20 pounds. And I also got some of the cardstock. in the same colorway. But we're going with paper today. Some of these papers are not squared like that one. Is this one? Kind of. Okay. So let's go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and start adding these in. I think I like the... Let's do this first. All right. So we got 3 of each color. All right. Let's start with this first signature. I want the black first. And this is black paper, not cardstock. That I picked up on Amazon. I think it's 24-pound paper. That's kind of plain right there. I might end up printing some more of the pattern paper because it's feeling a little plain. Okay, so let's go right there. Kind of want to do the black next here too, but I'm going to do the pink, I think. Yeah, that was a good choice. Put this here. Or shall I put it here? Ooh, that's too much plain. All right, let's try this. This is going to be definitely a writing journal. There's a lot. I don't like that right there. Let's put it here. So how many pages we talking? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, I wanted to use this, so I'm going to have some specialty stuff. I thought this would go great. Just got to figure out how I want to use it. Let's do this in the middle. It's a little tall, but I really don't want to trim it off. See if I can make it work. I may only use 2 of these since I use the bag and keep this to make ephemera with, maybe. So I guess I'm going to use these 2 to make pockets or folder pockets. So I'm going to score them at 8.5 height. And I'm going to try and score both of them at the same time. I hope I don't regret that. And then I'm going to score at, did that work? Yep. Okay, cool. Then I'm going to score at 6, which is the center. I'm going to score at 5/8. So slightly smaller than 5.5 inches wide is what's going to happen here. Normally I would just do 1/2 inch on either side, but alright, so we got our folder. I'm going to go ahead and cut out a small triangle in the center here. So that's going to go up like that. Then I'm going to cut these two. Is that the one I want to cut off? The two bottom flaps? Yeah. So inside of the score. It's kind of late at night when I'm doing this, so my brain is working a little bit slower than usual. Okay. And then I'm cutting it at an angle, so that's the shape. And then let's go ahead and fold it in half. Okay. Then I'm going to fold these up. So this will go like that. This will go like that. I don't know if I want to open up this area. Usually I open it up when I'm doing a traveler's notebook, because this is basically how you make a folder for a traveler's notebook, just a different size. Usually I open it up here so that when I glue this to this flap and I glue this down, I don't have to glue this section down, so that ends up leaving this area open so you have the full width of the pocket. Now the issue is, does that matter here? Because it does weaken the integrity of the folder a little bit doing that. Let's do it anyway. So I'm going to draw a line right where this meets. And this is some really nice paper. It's textured and everything. All right, so I'm just going to cut a small miter here. Do the same thing here. Alright. So now when I glue, I just glue these down. Then I'll glue the pockets to this. Okay. And then we'll have a folder that can fit into, what's the center bit here? Probably gonna go there. I think. Don't really like the polka dots being the center of this, but we'll see. All right, where is my glue? So I'm gonna glue down these flaps first, if I get my glue to work. Now, normally I think this would go over, but I'm making it go under. I think that's usually what I did. Let's make it go over. I don't know. I tend to just do things differently every time I do it, but I like the way it looks over in this instance. So I'm adding the glue to the tab. And let's make that go over. Burnish everything down. Make sure that glue sets in the page well. I shouldn't be working on my other piece of paper like this, but it's too late. I already did it. Okay. I like this too, but then that's stripe on stripe. I'm gonna put it here. I'm just gonna do the same exact thing. Go ahead and measure this out. Do I want this one to go over? No. So this way, when I put something in the pocket, it can go all the way to the edge. If I had glued this without cutting the miter, then it would have only had this much room. So now we have the full width of the folder pocket. Maybe I should have done these on cardstock. I'm not going to be able to keep the full height of this. We have to make this a little bit smaller by folding it up. This is the cover. These will fit in here like so. And I pulled out these eyelets that I showed previously, but I think I'm going to do gold because I've noticed that most Kate Spade stuff that I've seen, granted, I haven't seen that much. I have 2 Kate Spade planners in the bag that my daughter gave me. It has gold hardware, so I figured I better go with the gold hardware instead of like that gunmetal, almost black hardware. Plus, I only have that color eyelets. I don't have other hardware to match that. So like if I want to do paper clips, I'll do gold paper clips. So I think I have more gold than anything else, which kind of changes things for the corners because I don't know if I have any gold corners, but I could always figure something out. This won't even go on here now. I'll figure out something, but that's where we are. I still need to figure out something here because I still feel cracking going on. I shouldn't feel cracking, but yeah, it feels flimsy. And this is gonna go here. All right, so I guess in the next video, I will go ahead and, if I haven't already done it, stitch. This one goes here. This one goes here. I'll go ahead and stitch these on to my spine piece. And I'll need this. And I want to decide if I'm going to have some fabric peeking out as well. How I'm going to work that. I'll figure it out. And then when I come back, I'll be ready to stitch that, which is my least favorite part. So I'll save a whole video to do that by itself. So that, I think we made some progress. That's how I put together my signatures. I may add a little bit more, but I think we have enough going on because by the time I embellish the pages, it's going to thicken it up even more. So I like to do 8 to 10 pages in a signature. And if I'm planning on embellishing every single page, then I would probably do less. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, we got 9. Do I want to make it an even number? We might have to add one more page. Yeah, we got to add one more. I have the single-sided pages that I printed, which I don't often like to use the single side, but let's do it. I'm going to use the patterns though. do I want to do that? Let's do that instead of this, since that's so bold. Let's incorporate these in. Kind of like the way that looks next to that, but I think I like the black better. So let's keep the black. Very neutrally until we go pow, pop a color. But I can always add in some color on the pages. Okay. Now we're all set. Should be 10 pages each. We'll do the sew them in next time. And then we'll be ready to do the end papers and attach it and all of that. Okay. It's getting better. It's getting better. So that's it. That's how I put together my signatures, gather papers. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and I'll holler at y'all next time. Bye.